They were the most feared troops in Hitler's arsenal. The Waffen-SS were a mix of ideological fervor, brutal efficiency, and military innovation. But how capable were they, really? Did they earn their fearsome reputation on the battlefield, or was it propaganda? This is a look into the combat record and enduring legacy of the Waffen-SS. The Waffen-SS began as Hitler's elite bodyguard unit, distinct from the regular German army, the Wehrmacht. Over time, it expanded into a full-blown fighting force with multiple divisions. But unlike the Wehrmacht, the Waffen-SS were political soldiers, steeped in Nazi Party racial ideology. By 1943, the Waffen-SS included over 900,000 personnel. While early units were ethnically German, later divisions recruited from across occupied Europe, volunteers and conscripts alike. SS units often received better physical training and more intense political indoctrination than regular troops. However, they were not always better equipped, especially early in the war, when many divisions lacked heavy weapons and relied on the Wehrmacht for supplies. The elite panzer divisions, like the 1st SS Leibstandarte, 2nd SS Das Reich, and 3rd SS Totenkopf, became shock troops. These units were often lavishly equipped and prioritized in manpower and logistics, but many other SS units were markedly less fearsome. In May 1940, after heavy fighting near the French village of Le Paradis, men of the SS Totenkopf division executed 97 surrendered British soldiers of the Norfolk Regiment in cold blood. This set a grim pattern, battlefield capability alongside an ingrained culture of brutality. As the war widened, the Waffen-SS expanded rapidly, forming a parallel army with its own panzer, mechanized infantry and artillery divisions. On the Eastern Front, these units gained a reputation for ferocity and for taking enormous casualties. The 3rd SS Panzer Division, Totenkopf, fought in some of the bloodiest battles, including the 1943 Battle of Kursk. There, as part of 2nd SS Panzer Corps, alongside Das Reich and Leibstandarte, Totenkopf spearheaded assaults toward Prokhorovka. They advanced further than many other German units, inflicting significant Soviet losses, but the Red Army's sheer weight of men and armor blunted their drive. The battle ended in German failure, a reminder that even the most determined SS divisions could not overcome the Allies' material superiority. Normandy, in 1944, saw the Waffen-SS fighting some of their toughest defensive battles against the Western Allies. The 12th SS Panzer Division Hitlerjugend, made up largely of fanatical teenage soldiers, led by veteran officers, clashed with Canadian forces in June and July. The Canadians eventually defeated them, but only after weeks of bitter combat, where both sides suffered heavy losses. The British Army's 43rd Wessex Division fought the 10th SS Panzer Division Frundsberg in savage battles around Hill 112 and during Operation Epsom. The SS resisted fiercely, using every hedgerow, ridge and fortified farmhouse to slow the British advance. Ultimately, the 43rd Wessex prevailed, a testament to Allied training, firepower and persistence. But it was a hard-fought victory. Among the most famous Waffen-SS actions in Normandy was SS Hauptsturmführer Michael Wittmann's ambush at Villers-Bocage on 13th June 1944. Commanding a Tiger I tank from the 101st SS Heavy Panzer Battalion, Wittmann drove straight into a column of British tanks and vehicles from the 7th Armoured Division. In minutes, he knocked out over a dozen vehicles, throwing the British advance into temporary disarray. While tactically spectacular, this success was short-lived. The British regrouped, re-entered Villers-Bocage, and resumed operations. Wittmann's feat became part of Waffen-SS legend, but it did not alter the strategic course of the campaign. These episodes highlight the Waffen-SS's combat style: aggressive, tactically flexible, and willing to absorb severe casualties to achieve objectives. In many cases, their determination inflicted heavy losses on Allied forces and slowed advances. But they also suffered from over-aggression. sometimes launching costly attacks for minimal gain. And crucially, their military record cannot be separated from their appalling war crimes. Waffen-SS units perpetrated countless massacres of civilians and POWs across Europe, from the Soviet Union to Italy and France. Their pitiless ideology and operational brutality were inseparable. So, were they elite? In certain contexts, yes. The best Waffen-SS panzer divisions could match or outperform many Wehrmacht formations tactically. But they were not invincible. As the Canadians, 43rd Wessex, and Soviet forces proved, determined and well-led opponents could and did beat them. Strategically, the Waffen-SS could not compensate for Germany's declining industrial base, fuel shortages, and overwhelming Allied superiority. In the end, their battlefield reputation rests on a mixture of real combat skill, propaganda, and post-war myth. They fought savagely, sometimes brilliantly, but always in service of a murderous regime, and their legacy is as stained by atrocity as it is marked by military achievement. So how capable were the Waffen-SS? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please like, share, and subscribe for more analysis of the Second World War.